Body Heat 914182 TX5 Part 1 in stereo.
Tonight, more gruelling tests of strength and stamina face our teams hoping to become Body Heat champions 1994.
Competing tonight in Body Heat are in red, Rosie Bartram and Andrew Washington. In gold, Janet Simpson and Fitzloyd Walker. In blue, Emma Moore and Martin Jenkins. And Jeremy Guscott goes to hell and back with the Royal Marine Commandos. Welcome to ITV's big physical challenge. This is called Body Heat. You can sit back and relax, but here there's a load of action. But how fit are you? Could you, for instance, take on endurance training with the Royal Marines? Could you climb the Empire State Building from bottom to top? I mean, we can all do it in about 2 seconds from top to bottom. That's no problem, but it's going up is the challenge here tonight. And we're going to set some very difficult challenges. To start off with our first big challenge of the evening, please welcome a man who is a double Olympic silver medalist, 7 times European champion, 19 times British champion, and twice world champion. He got an MBE in 1983. He is Neil Adams. You're very fit. You're still the British coach, right, for judo?
Yes, still national coach now for all the national teams.
Well, good luck with that, but I know you've set a very difficult challenge for our contenders on Body Heat here this evening. What is it?
Well, in fact, it's to climb up to the top of the Empire State Building, like you said, and that's 400 metres or 1,300 feet.
Now, you actually had a go at this earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, you could call it that, yeah.
And we recorded it, so a chance for us all to have a look here.
Right.
There you're looking quite smiley. It's not too bad at all, but you have done 295 metres going up the side of the building. How was it feeling?
Well, it was getting quite tough at this particular stage, and I mean, 400 metres doesn't sound a lot, but when you're going upwards, it really is quite.
Look at the pain on your face there.
Yeah, it's real muscular endurance, and it hurts in the legs, it hurts in the forearms, and heart and lungs, of course.
Well, they've got something to look forward to.
They
then,
certainly
haven't
have,
they?
yeah.
You're going to help out on the
Interesting.
commentary here this evening.
Right.
We're now going to see whether our challengers on Body Heat can take on Spider-Man and win.
Remember, you're not racing against the clock, you're racing against each other. Points will be awarded for first, second and third for men and for women, and you'll be able to check the screens to see how your competitors are getting on. So are we ready? Yeah. To your marks, go! And as they start the long haul up the outside of the Empire State Building, let's meet the teams. Zooming into an early lead for the gold team is Janet Simpson.
I'm 26 years old and I live in North Manchester. I'm currently studying Humanities and Social Studies with the intention of going to university to study physical education. My choice of career is a natural progression of my everyday life, as sports and physical activities takes up most of my spare time.
It's already turning into a really close race. Janet's still up there with the boys, but just in the lead now is her partner and gym colleague, Fitz Walker.
I am 37 years old and was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I live in Stretford, Manchester. I have been married for 10 years to Julie and we have 3 children. I work as a financial advisor and also do some part-time teaching. My sports are freestyle wrestling and judo, and to relax I hang out with the lads.
With 85 metres gone, Janet's done the seemingly impossible. She's taken the outright lead again. Fitz is now back in second place and catching him very fast. For the Blues, it's Martin Jenkins.
I'm 28, single, and I live in Farnborough, Hampshire, and I work as a salesman for the BCM Group in Isleworth, Middlesex. I train most days at the Royal Berkshire Health and Rackets Club in Bracknell. In my spare time, I compete in general fitness competitions throughout the country. Body heat will certainly be the most interesting and challenging. I hope Emma and I perform well together as a team.
Martin's lost a little bit of ground there to Fitz, who has retaken the lead. But at the back of the field at the moment is Martin's partner, Emma Moore.
I'm aged 24, originally from Knutsford in Cheshire, now living in Portsmouth, where I manage 2 studios in local health clubs. I'm a personal trainer and a freelance instructor in various London clubs. In my spare time, I'm a cheerleader for the London Monarchs American football team and a keen amateur fencer.
At 180 metres, Fitz is pulling away from his partner Janet, and the red team are way behind. Round about the 170 metre mark, and in the pink is Rosie Bartram.
I'm 25 years old. I live in Monk Sutton in the northeast of England with my partner Martin and our son Anthony, who's 4. I work at Ivy Court Leisure Club in Whitley Bay as duty manager. My major interests are fitness, but I also enjoy teaching my son to swim. I like travelling, shopping, collecting teapots, clubbing and eating.
Just on the halfway mark and in 3rd place for the men, 4th overall is Rosie's teammate from the northeast, Andrew Washington.
I'm 21 years old, I'm single, and I live in Whitley Bay with my parents and twin brother. At the moment, I'm unemployed. 2 years ago, I was 18 stone, but since taking up serious fitness training, I'm now down to 13. Despite a strict diet, I enjoy pubbing, clubbing, cinema, and to release tension, I like to play the drums.
Almost 300 metres gone in this 400 metre race, and a dramatic change has taken place in the lead. Martin from the blue team has overtaken the gold Fitz. Over to Neil Adams and Mike.
Fitzloyd Walker looks like he's now starting to fight back. Martin's about 1 story ahead on the tower at 310 metres.
Well, it's going to be, by the looks of it, a really fast time because they're really powering away, and he's got a really nice rhythm. So a good contest between the two.
Plenty of distractions on the way up, potted plants, paintings, all sorts. And of course they've got to try and clean the windows while they do it all. There's Rosie Bartram, there's Emma Moore, who's Martin Jenkins' teammate. She's trying so hard to get the lead of the ladies to get maximum points. But I think that Janet Simpson is far too far in front because she's in a very strong 3rd place. And look at this as we come up to the last 50 metres now. It's a race. It's Fitzloyd Walker for the gold team. It's Martin Jenkins for the blues.
Well, they've done remarkably well. This is a really fast time. So 40 metres to go, and everything rests on this last 40 metres because this is where you can really make up the time.
Now, Fitzloyd is in a lot of agony there. The eyes are closed, the sweat pouring off his brow. Look at the drips of perspiration coming off there. Is he going to go for the last sprint to the finish? I don't think he's got it in him. Do you, Neil?
No, I don't. I think he's used up a lot of his energy, and it's just to hang on in now and try and get this last 20 metres or last 10 metres now. And it's going to be a fantastic time.
And in fact, Martin Jenkins is increasing his lead in the last 5 or 6 metres as we head towards the top of the Empire State Building. 1,340 feet, 402 metres in 6 minutes, 2.6, the winner.
Great time.
3 seconds behind, Fitzloyd Walker, the early leader. And who's coming in 3rd? It's Janet Simpson for the goals. 6:13.5, the first girl home, and in 3rd place overall.
Listen, sir, did you mean to pace yourself like that? Was it all in your plan?
No, it's just all out all the way.
It was
Really
absolutely wonderful, and you could see Fitz there, and you just had to stay ahead of him.
I won't give in, Sally.
Well done. Shall we go and cheer on Emma?
Right.
Long way back down the tower. But here we go, up to 400 metres now. He's coming in for the finish. And there we are. Andrew Washington comes in 4th, 7:2.6. That's still a very good time.
Yeah, super.
Looked a lot slower than the others, but it's a good time. And there's 5th place. It's Emma Moore for the blue teams, the Martin Jenkins teammate. She hasn't finished. Keep going, Emma.
She's got to keep going.
That's it, 7:19.3.
Truly remarkable team here. Fitzloyd, the early lead, but in fact, well, you took it over from Janet, to be honest. But what happened? Why did you lose it?
I've started feeling it in this right thigh of mine.
Is that an injured thigh?
No, this is the injured one.
So the injured one was going okay,
That's
but
right.
the good one's not too hot.
No, not today it wasn't. It got me through. It got me through.
What do you reckon on your teammate?
Oh, marvellous. Tremendous girl.
Because you train her, right?
Well, we train together.
Yeah?
And she's a very, very fit girl.
Look at this. I mean, you've got about 6 gallons of sweat on your head and she's got none.
I know, she's cool, you see.
Are you going to keep going like this for the whole contest?
Oh, I intend to. My strength comes from above, and he says I can do all things through him who strengtheneth me, and that's what I believe.
Scores then. 3rd for Rosie, 2nd for Emma, and a 1st for Janet. For the boys, a 3rd for Andrew, 2nd for Fitz, and a 1st for Martin, which means in team terms it's neck and neck between the Blues and the Golds on 175.
Oh, basic muscle power is the name of the game on this machine.
And muscles don't come much more basic than yours. We're going to test the strength of our competitors' leg and shoulder muscles to see if they're strong enough to help give a hand to take Mike out at the end of the show.
Emma first on this piece of modernistic torture. It may look like the contents of Miss Whiplash's bedroom, but the measurements it gives of our competitors' quads, hamstring and shoulder muscles are highly accurate. For the girls, anything over 250 kilos means bonus point. And for Rosie, that's a fantastic 266 kilos, or 3 Arnold Schwarzeneggers. Five bonus points for the boys for each kilo lifted over 400, and straight away, Martin picks up 5 bonuses with 401 kilos. What can Fitz do? Oh, he's beaten Martin, 403 kilos, 15 bonus points. Now, Andrew, way down the list, no bonuses for Andrew. So that's first for Rosie and Fitz, with bonus points for them and for Martin. And for the teams, it's 130 for the Blues, 190 for the Golds, and 230 for the Reds. Add that onto their overall scores, and Emma and Martin have now dropped to 3rd place. Janet and Fitz still leading.
Now, running. If you're anything like me when you're running, and I know that you're nothing like me when you're running, the worst thing that can happen is people shout at you to make you go faster. For our contenders here tonight, it's even worse. We have a bleep machine. If they miss a bleep, they're out.
This tests the ability of our challengers to use oxygen to produce energy.
Now, it's going to take some time. They're going to keep running through the commercial break, and on the other side of it, we'll find out who's got the best heart and lungs in here tonight. But just consider this. I wonder who the British Olympic gold medal winning hurdler is who takes such good care of her diet that she eats bread and butter pudding in the canteen.
And just what is Jeremy doing with his hands under the water? Find out in part 2.
Nine 418182 Body Heat Show 5 Part 2 Stereo.
Welcome back to Body Heat, and the news is that Rosie Bartram has already fallen out of the bleep test on level 10. Just to remind you, they have to turn at the end of the lane as the bleep sounds. The Royal Navy PT instructors are adjudicating, and if someone falls behind the bleep 3 times in a row, they're out. And in fact, Janet got a warning there, but she's caught up again. Her goal partner Fitz is in trouble. 1 light out on the box at the end of the lane means 1 warning for him.
He now has 2 warnings. You get to the stage where you just can't do any more.
And he's out.
This kind of running burns up about 900 calories an hour.
That's a Sally Gunnell-sized portion of bread and butter pudding, I reckon. He really is tired. On to level 11, and one warning for both Emma and Janet now. Janet closing her eyes, she's just not looking at the warning lights.
She's behind the bleep again, but doesn't seem to realise she's got to catch up on this length.
And so has Emma. And they're out, but Janet's still not looking, she doesn't realise. Now, I wonder if she could have kept going if she'd been watching.
She certainly looked very comfortable at that level.
So we're down to Andrew and Martin. They need to get to level 15 for bonus points.
Andrew's really hurting now. He looks all in.
Starts at level 12.
Oh, I'm feeling this as well. He's got a warning, he gives up. Well done, Andrew. Second place for him. Martin still going after those bonus points.
Emma's trying to pace him. That should keep him going. Very difficult on your own.
He's now got 2 warnings. Is he on the way out? He is. He's gone, but a great effort. What drove you? Was it your peripheral vision? Could you see him going?
Yes, it was indeed. It's just the thought of coming third and driving to get us back into first position again.
But with Emma running alongside you in the closing stages there, was that helping you out?
That was great. Seeing the other girls start, gave me a world. Really picked me up well.
Good partnership. Well done.
Thanks very much.
The individual scores are like this at the end of the bleep test. A tremendous victory for the blue team. Emma and Martin getting maximum points there. We add those scores into their previous totals, and let's see what's happened to the overall scoreboard. Janet and Fitz still in the lead, but only just. Now, we promised you the Royal Marines. They, of course, spend their days in intense physical pain, charging around in cold, slimy packs of mud, which, of course, is child's play to anybody who's been in a ruck with the England rugby forwards. So here's Jeremy.
The Royal Marine Commandos, the famous Green Berets. They've always been recognised as the action men of the Royal Navy. And this week we're putting our competitors to the test on part of their endurance course.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Woodbury Common. My name is Sergeant Gibbs, and I'm going to be taking you round the Royal Marines endurance course. Okay, a series of tunnels and water tunnels to get you uncomfortable and wet. Recruits do this, and I want to see the same guts and determination that we expect of them.
Right, Kev. I ran the course with leading Wren Karen Griffiths, and although it looks like an individual challenge, helping your teammate is vitally important.
Steady. Well done.
Under this water here, there's a rope. You have to pull yourself across, and it's freezing.
Come on. Come on.
Next, there's a half-mile run, and those stones are just waiting to redesign your ankles.
Last bit. Well done. Hands on the underside of the tunnel. Okay, go!
This was the bit I'd been dreading, the water tunnel.
Get the strap on. Next one. Let's go.
Dragging your body through freezing water in the pitch black.
That is tough.
3, 2, 1, go!
So first our teams dive into the tunnel. It's 15 metres long and they're crawling in total darkness.
Come on, push it out, it! Have some determination, good, well done!
There's Martin, out first for the Blues. He's waiting to help his partner, Emma. For the Reds, Rosie's emerging ahead of Andrew. I should think being 6'3" is a bit of a problem in that tunnel. They're now cold and wet and face the 600-metre run on those ankle-grabbing stones. The teams are almost neck and neck. Blues Emma and Martin hit the pond first. Gold's Janet and Fitz are just ahead of the Reds. Remember, they're not allowed to swim across, they have to pull themselves by the rope, and that water is still freezing. Martin is out first again for the Blues. But he seems to have completely abandoned the idea of teamwork. Emma is on her own and hits land neck and neck with Fitz for the golds. And for the Reds, Rosie is just ahead of Andrew again. Another gruelling half-mile run, and Martin is way out in front. Now completely soaked, those fatigues will be starting to feel really heavy. In order to get their green berets, the commandos have to do all this and more. But they have to do it carrying 30 pounds of equipment on their backs. Gold's Janet and Fitz just have the edge over Red's Rosie and Andrew, as Blue's Emma is beginning to catch up with her partner Martin. Remember, they don't get a result until both team members are home.
Deep breath. Let's go.
By the water tunnel, she's almost caught up with him.
Straight in there, deep breath. Draw yourself, deep breath. All the way through.
Wet and exhausted, the Blues come in first. How you feeling, Mike?
Oh, that certainly touched you.
Yeah? Emma, how are you?
Fantastic.
Head down, come on, head down, get in there.
Rosie's first to the tunnel for Reds, but the Gold's Fitz is hard on her heels. It's desperately close. Can Janet snatch second place from Andrew? She just makes it for the Golds. How was that? How was that?
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, you've done a good time. And you've won. So how do you feel?
Oh, wow. Brilliant.
100 points for Rosie and Andrew, 150 for Janet and Fitz, and 200 for Emma and Martin, which means that for the first time, but at a crucial point, Emma and Martin take a very healthy overall lead.
This last test is the Patek Wall. This tests reflexes and coordination. Teams have 90 seconds to hit as many lights as possible, getting 10 points for each one they hit. And to make this even harder, the Royal Navy are going to get these guys totally exhausted before they've even started. Take a look at this.
You may think this is making things unnecessarily difficult for our teams, but to be really fit, your recovery rate has to be good too. The quicker they recover, the better their performance on the Patek test.
So we're off to a heavy breathing start, 10 points for every hit as the boys start their 30 seconds. It's still very close between the Golds and the Blues. Martin very quick off the mark. He has recovered really well from that circuit training. The technique here is to be precise with a direct hit, otherwise those lights won't go out. The Golds' Janet doing a good bit of teamwork. She's pointing out the lights to Fitz. And for the Blues now, Emma leaping in quickly to take over because the girls go solo for 30 seconds. This Patek has been compared with playing squash, but to lose 1 pound in weight, you'd have to play this for 7 hours. The Golds' Janet is doing really well, but I think it's a bit late for her to catch up with the Blues. Look at those scores, just 50 points in it as the boys join the girls for the final 30 seconds team effort. And the blue team get off much quicker than anybody else. They know they need to get more than 1,225 to get onto the leaderboard and to be in with a chance of going to the final in Spain. Are they going to do it? Yes, they have! They're in the top 3.
score means that Emma and Martin going to second place on our leaderboard. With just 3 more heats to go, they're in with a good chance of taking part in our final.
Amazing competition, and even more amazing is the fact that within 10 minutes they'll be perfectly all right. But for you and I watching this, we'll need to take the rest of the week off just to recover. Join us again next week. We'll have 3 more disgustingly fit teams for you on television's toughest physical challenge, Body Heat. See you then. Bye-bye.
If you'd like to be a competitor on Body Heat, write to Action Time, PO Box 121, Manchester, M60 1EX.